Now, take a seat. Welcome to the channel. Millions of years ago, long before the first Homo sapiens appeared, Earth was already inhabited by many dangerous predators. Saber-toothed cats, giant hyenas, cave lions, and crocodiles. But when the first ancient people finally set foot on this planet, they quickly realized that they themselves were now the prey. Humans didn't know how to hunt big game yet. They weren't like the predators we think of today. No. Back then, it was us who had to fear for our lives every time we stepped outside. It was a real survival of the fittest. With no sharp claws or deadly teeth, humans had only one advantage: intelligence. This is a story that's been told countless times. You can read it in books or watch movies about it. The story of how the most intelligent species on the planet learned to survive against the most ferocious predators. So let's see how our distant ancestors managed to outsmart the beasts that roamed the earth millions of years ago. Early humans couldn't fight back against predators, so they tried to avoid dangerous situations altogether. They observed the habits of predators and learned to move around only when the animals were asleep. They also traveled in groups, which made it more difficult for predators to attack them. And no, there's nothing shameful about running away. After all, even the most powerful animals sometimes choose to escape rather than fight an equally strong opponent. That's how nature works. Early humans discovered that predators are less likely to attack if there's fire nearby. The flickering flames and the warmth they gave off kept many beasts at bay. In addition, humans began to use stones as weapons. At first, these were pebbles picked up on the ground, and later they learned to make sharp-edged tools from stones. Such weapons were good enough to scare off smaller predators and defend against larger ones. Of course, fighting like this wasn't easy. Early humans had to throw stones, shout loudly, and try to hit the beast with a stick while dodging its claws and teeth. It wasn't uncommon for such fights to end badly, especially considering that weapons made of stones sometimes broke. But over time, humans got better and better at making tools. They learned to choose the right stone for different purposes and make them sharper and stronger. And the effectiveness of their attacks increased along with their coordination and teamwork. The ability to communicate and cooperate allowed humans to outsmart even the fiercest predators. They learned to climb trees and use caves for shelter, which gave them a significant advantage. When a predator approached, humans could climb up or hide in a cave, escaping the danger. These places also served as shelters at night. Humans huddled together for warmth and could keep watch, taking turns to signal any approaching danger. But why did the predators stop attacking humans? After all, we were quite nutritious prey. Millions of years passed, and the era of the dinosaurs ended. Why didn't the predators switch to hunting modern humans instead? The answer is simple. Humans were too smart and too numerous. We lived in groups, could produce tools, and planned our attacks in advance. We were too unpredictable. Predators couldn't figure out how to defeat us. Even a pack of wolves wouldn't dare attack a group of humans with weapons. That's why, no matter how scary and fierce a predator might seem, humans have never stopped exploring, traveling, and developing. Our courage, intelligence, and desire to understand the world around us has always pushed us forward. And even though we often face dangers that seem insurmountable, just like our ancestors millions of years ago, we know that with unity, strategy, and courage, we can overcome any obstacle. So remember, no matter what challenges you encounter in life, don't be afraid to show your intelligence. Gather your strength and courage and move forward. Just like our distant ancestors, we have the ability to overcome any difficulties if we believe in ourselves and our abilities. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for more.